What up, what up, what up? Is anybody out there? It's Saturday afternoon. Saturday afternoon. Let me make sure before I get comfortable. Make sure ain't nothing going on. Oh, soon, baby. Soon.
Have more chicken.
Please.
Means what?
Ow. Give everybody a few minutes, get in the room. Y'all know, gotta give my folks a few minutes to find me. YouTube don't send out the notifications and all that other good stuff. My folk be coming in late, finding out late about what's going on. Hey, David, how you doing? So I'll give everybody a few minutes to get in the room. Hey, Dami, what's up? Put a little lip on. Hey, Janice. Ebony, hey, boo. I was just getting ready to send you a message on Instagram. I said, Ebony probably out running these streets on this Saturday afternoon. I actually, girl, didn't James have us up all night? Let me tell you something. I fell asleep listening to James, woke up, it was still on, listened a few more minutes, and fell asleep again. I woke up this morning, I was listening on my YouTube. I was listening on my iPad. Woke up this morning, my iPad was dead, girl. You leaving work now, Ebony? Yes, baby. So yeah, I've been relaxing all day. I have too many I really didn't have anything to do today. And normally, I don't always have a lot of free weekends. And then I always find stuff to do. That's me not being able to sit still. I'm like, oh, I don't have nothing to do on this Saturday. So let me do this, do that, and the other. And I said, no, I'm going to relax. I'm going to do nothing. I'm going to enjoy my free weekend. I'm actually supposed to go down to Baltimore this evening. Mandatory. Oh, girl. Whoo, girl. I know that feeling. I was supposed to go down Baltimore. I was actually supposed to be in Baltimore all weekend, but I ended up not going. And then I was going to just meet up with some people in Baltimore this evening. But they playing games. Y'all know how y'all getting those group chats, and you like, what you doing? 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 I don't know what you gonna do. And I was like, look, y'all have till about 6:00 to figure this out. Are we going to dinner? Are we going to hit one of these parties tonight? Because it takes me about an hour to get to Baltimore. That means that I got to get dressed. So I got to take a shower. I got to get dressed. I got to get to Baltimore. So if we're going to go to dinner, I need to know by like 6:00. I ain't heard nothing. And at this point, I ain't going to no party. I don't feel like it. Watch David Makes Man. You know what? So here's the thing, Ebony. I sat down here at this computer, and my intention was to look at David Makes Man and to look at a few other things I have in my DVR that I'm trying to decide if I'm going to review or not. And let me mute my TV. Why I got my TV on like, okay. And I got caught up in some other stuff. I was on a phone call for about an hour and a half, and then excuse me, for about an hour and a half, 2 hours I was on the phone call, and then baby, I got caught up in these YouTube streets. I got caught up listening to different videos on YouTube, and I never even got back to I was looking at the football game. So I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna watch it tonight because I'm only gonna be on here for about an hour. Y'all know I do. I get y'all. We get on. We chit chat for about an hour. But the one thing I did do, if you notice the name of the title, new name, same me. So I changed the name of the channel. So the channel is now called ReallyBTV. I'm gonna watch it. And once I watch it, I'll decide if I'm gonna review it. From the previews, it doesn't look like something I'm gonna be able to review, but I'm gonna watch it and I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see, and I'm gonna watch your review and watch. Oh, excuse me. Watch El Teddy's review. I will. I'm gonna watch it. I will. Um, you know what? I got a feeling. I just decided I think I know what I want for dinner. But that requires me to leave my house. I don't know if I feel like leaving my house. I might get that tomorrow for dinner. Because I do not feel like leaving my house. But I need to go grocery shopping is what I need to do because I just been eating a bunch of junk. Um anyway, back to me. Back to this. So I changed the name of the channel. It's called ReallyBTV now instead of Really Bitch. One, I've had a lot of people that have hard times finding the channel because of the way it's spelled. Two, at this point, most of y'all, like y'all know what really be is. I know what it means, really bitch, whatever. But a lot of people, I just want to make it more accessible to people. I want it to be easier for people to find. And with YouTube really cracking down on um with people really YouTube really cracking down on their content and stuff like that. Hey Shauna, a lot of times some of my videos are getting flagged just because people are saying my name. You know what I mean? Like in the lives and stuff like that. So I wanted to excuse me, y'all. Well, let me say this. I'm not saying that's why they're getting flagged, but I've been getting more flags. And I know part of it is the game. James explained to me that's how YouTube play their game. But anyway, so I just wanted to eliminate some of those other obstacles and just make that channel more accessible and easier for people to find. So it's a whole lot easier. Yeah, the YouTube censorship is getting crazy. And actually, a friend of mine today told me to check out, I don't want to say it too loud. So I'm gonna check it out and see how I like it over there. I'm not saying I'm gonna leave YouTube because I'm not gonna leave YouTube, but I'm gonna definitely check it out, see what's going on on that side of the world. But yeah, so just for the purposes of just the whole easier for it to find a censorship, but it's the same thing. Ain't nothing changing over here. It's the same channel. It's the same content. It's the same me. That's all I did was change the name, and I really have been thinking about it for a while. And I talked to James about it, and he thought it was a good idea as well. So, you know, so that's that. So I did that today. I'm still in the process. I told you guys I'm in the process of cleaning up my playlist because I stopped keeping up with my playlist a couple of months ago, which is not good. It's not a good thing because when people look for stuff, it's harder for them to find certain videos if it's not the playlists aren't accurate. So, girl, we'll get to the. If y'all want to talk about the drama, we can get to the drama. So I'm working on that. I've been cleaning that up today. I went all the way back. Hey, what's up, Carolyn? I went all the way back to my very first video, and I'm just trying to make sure that I have a playlist for everything that I've made videos for, or creating playlists for videos. If there isn't a playlist, I'm going back and seeing YouTube has flagged a lot of videos that weren't flagged before. Like I checked my videos maybe back in March. I know that was probably about 6 months ago now. But when was that? When was the first time James was down here? Like April, March, April. Not the first time, but when he came down earlier this year, it was like March, April. When me and him went live. And hey, Lady V, when me and him went live. Anyway, that was probably about March or April, I think it was. I went back and cleaned up all my videos then, and I made sure that all the videos that had been flagged, I clicked for them to be manually reviewed and all of that. I went back in there today, baby. They done flagged all kinds of stuff. And like I said, hey, Monk Chip, hey, boo. And like I said, I think they do it I think Jonathan, hey, what's up, Jonathan? I think they just flagging it just on GP. So I went back in to check all my flags. So anyway, that's kind of what's been going on today. So I've sort of dedicated today to cleaning up the channel and doing some maintenance and stuff like that. So for those people who just came in, I changed the name of the channel, but it's the same me. It's the same content. Ain't nothing changing over here. But I changed the name again just to make it more easily accessible to everybody. Really B TV is the new name versus Really Bitch with that weird spelling because again, I've had multiple people tell me they couldn't find the channel. Like and me just saying, oh, the name of my channel is Really Bitch. It's hard to find. You know what I mean? It's hard for people to find it. So never fear though. Ain't nothing changed. Ain't nothing changed. But I just don't want any people looking crazy when they see a new name up there. Like when James went from James Colwell to Spiller Boy, it took me a second. I was like, Where James Caldwell go? But it was, and again, so that's it. Anyway, so yes, Miss Ebony, it's been a lot of drama on these YouTube streets. Now let me tell y'all something. I understand. Let me be honest with y'all. I understand now how easy it is. Well, hey, Evil, what's that? Evil Skull? How you doing, Evil Skull? I understand now how easy it is for people to get sucked into this YouTube drama. I'm not even going to front y'all. For a long time, I didn't even pay attention to the YouTube drama. I really didn't. I didn't know who these people were. When James was you are Ebony? Yeah, I mean, again, I just wanted to find something a little easier for people to find and all of that. Yeah. But for a long time, y'all, I didn't even know who these people were. Me and James would talk on the phone and he would tell me about this video and that video, or I would click onto a video and, they use code names because they don't want to say people's names because they don't want to get flagged. I didn't know who these nicknames were. I didn't know who this person was and that person. I didn't know who these people were talking about. And so for a long time, I didn't know what was going on. And for a long time, I didn't keep up. Like, I was like, when James would tell me about, well, this person did this and this person did that, I didn't know who these people were. And I didn't even pay attention to who these people were. You know what I mean? But now, y'all, I done started paying attention and I know who these people are. Y'all, I done got so caught up in these YouTube streets that I'm honestly going to tell y'all that I have had to stop myself from coming on here and doing videos because I don't want, like, every once in a while to Kiki and all of that, I don't have a problem with coming in here and talking about different stuff, but I really don't want to get sucked into the beef. I really don't want to get sucked into it. I don't. But sometimes I be having stuff to say, y'all, and I have to catch myself and be like, okay, you really don't want, because I just don't want that to, you know what I mean? Yeah, all these different nicknames for people, and even like now I know who the people, now I still don't know who all the people are, but I know who a lot more of the people are. What's up, Shay? What's up, Shay? And so I've been watching so many videos. I done got caught up. That's why I told y'all I got caught up. That's why I ain't watched David Makes Mad, because I've been listening to YouTube videos all daggone day. I done got caught up in this video and that person's response to that, and this person's response to that, and this person went live. Oh, wait a minute, that person gone live. Y'all done got caught up. I'm gonna have to detox. I'm gonna have to detox because I done got caught up. I just got to stop. And again, a lot of times I'm in these chats and I'm up in the bushes because I really don't. I speak. Some chats I'll come in and I'll speak. But there's some chats I don't say nothing because I really don't want nobody knowing I'm in there. But I'm nosy and I want to know what's being said. But I don't want nobody to know I'm in there. Yes, Shay, I just said that I changed the name, yeah, but it's the same me. It's the same. I didn't change the content. I'm not gonna do anything different over here than I've been doing. I just changed the name to just make it, easierly accessible. Is that right? I don't think that's right. Easierly is not a word. To make it more accessible or easy, to make it to be shit. Verb subject agreement, child. To make it more accessible. Damn it. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Lord have mercy. Thank you, Super Chat. I be seeing Super Chat out in them streets too. I be seeing her out in them streets. Yeah, exactly, Ebony. I'm in the bushes. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all and tell y'all I'm not in the bushes. Thank you, Super T. See, you just proved my point. That is the main reason why I changed the name. The main reason why I changed the name was so it'll be easier. See, I can't say it again. So it'll be easy to find shit. I can't even get it out. But when I first started because the podcast was first, and the podcast name is Really Bitch. And I was actually worried about censorship because I'm on YouTube. It's on YouTube. It's on iTunes and on Google Play. And I was worried about censorship there, but I didn't have any problem with the censorship. But then coming over here to YouTube, I was worried about, the channel not being accepted. So that's why I came up with that weird spelling. But then I've noticed that a lot of people have had problems finding it, but I didn't know how easy it was to just change the name. Like, it was really easy. You just went in, you changed the name, you hit save, and boom, it popped up, right? But I was thinking about it for a long time. I really thought about it, but really seems to be like a lot of people who don't want to say bitch or don't want to call me bitch. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people just say really be anyway. So yes, super chat, super chat. Well, I'm glad you found me, girl. And yeah, it is. It's your username friendly, especially when you have kids looking over. Yeah, that's true too. See, I didn't think about that. That's true too. That is true too. Yeah, I can't do them now. I don't do that now. That's why I try to keep when we on here. I try to keep the live to an hour. When we do the podcast, I try to keep the podcast to between an hour to an hour and a half. They get mad at me sometimes when I start shutting the podcast down because they're like, "Well, wait a minute, we're not ready to go." And I'm like, "Look, we can stop it and start another show and then upload that in a couple of days." But I know for me, after a certain point, you just tired of listening. You got other stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? And so I try to keep the lives really no longer than an hour and a half. And it's not because I'm tired of talking to y'all, because I'm not. A lot of times we're having really good conversations and stuff like that. But it's just, an hour to an hour and a half. That's good. That's a good little window, I thought. Right. See, Shauna, a lot of people do that because a lot of people be like, I don't want to call you bitch. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people like, I don't want to say that. So I get it. I get it. But honestly, the logo is not going to change because the logo is copyrighted. And like I said, the logo belongs to the podcast. I may get somebody to change the logo. It'll still be the lips, but change it from Really Bitch to RBTV, and that'll be specifically for YouTube. So that's some stuff I'm looking at down the road. What's up, little baby? When I say look down the road, I mean like a week or two. What up, little baby? How you doing, boo? Mink. Her name is Mink. Yeah. Mink. Mm-hmm. You know what? I don't know where that nickname came from. She's been Mink since I know. Like she didn't make that up for the podcast. That was her nickname when I met her. But I never knew why that was her nickname. I had to ask her where that came from. Yeah, now every once in a while, that's cool because like do you listen to the read? Every once in a while, the reader give you one. You know what I'm saying? And but if it's good, it's good. You know what I'm saying? And there've been times that we stayed on longer than I planned to stay on because the conversation is flowing. Um, yeah, Mink. I don't know where her nickname came from though. But hello, everybody. Anybody that came in that I missed, that I didn't speak to, that I didn't acknowledge. Hey, you guys. Happy Saturday afternoon to you. Hope everybody is having a great weekend. I have, like I said, I ain't been doing too much of nothing today, y'all. Today I said I was going to dedicate today to just really doing some maintenance on the channel. I knew I was going to change the name today. And upload the playlist. So I'm still working on that because there was a lot more in there than I thought. Like there's a lot more to do than I thought I had to do. So I'm still updating the playlist. All the playlists should be updated by the end of the weekend. Because I'm gonna finish it up. Probably not tonight, but tomorrow. Because tonight I'm gonna watch David Makes Man, Ebony. When I get off of here, I'm gonna figure out what I'm doing for dinner, and I'm gonna watch David Makes Man. And then there's two more shows that taped this weekend. I mean that came on this week that I'm gonna watch and decide if I'm gonna review. Yes, I do. I love to read. I'm a couple of weeks behind. on the read because I done got caught up in them YouTube streets. I used to listen to the read every week, but now when I'm in my car, I done caught up in these daggone YouTube videos, and I done got behind on the read. So I got to get caught up on the read. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing them too, and I hope that the magic translates, but I'm sure it will because Crystal and Kid Fury, they just got it, y'all. They just have it. And I'm so, as somebody who don't know those two from a hole in the wall, I am so proud of them as if they were my folks. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm, I'm old enough to be like they auntie. But I've seen them grow from the beginning of the show to where they are now. I've seen so many opportunities come to them, and for them to just take advantage of it and do so well. I'm so happy for them. I'm so happy to see where they've come. And just, like I said, proud of them like I know them, girl. Like I know them. The last time they came, I haven't gone to a live show yet because the first couple of times the joint was sold out before I could get there. And then the last time, because you know how you wait for people, you be like, hey, the read is coming. Y'all want to go? Oh, I'll let you know. Okay. And those tickets sell out like that. The last time the read came to DC, they came back in June. But I was already going to the Queen Supreme Court, and their tickets ain't cheap, and Maddie's tickets wasn't cheap. So I'd already bought the tickets for Maddie, and I was like, if I can swing it, I'll swing it. But if not, I'm probably have to take a pass on this one. So the next time they come to DC, I definitely want to go. Definitely. All right, hold on. Let me get caught up on this, y'all. Oh, thank you, Jonathan, for it. My BB. Now you know what? Somebody felt like I was giving Phoebe a pass. They felt like they were like they said it's funny how you can look at the same thing and have two separate opinions because I really felt like Phoebe was coming for Tammy. I don't feel like Phoebe was coming for Tammy. I don't feel like Phoebe said anything about Tammy that the rest of us wasn't gonna say about Tammy. You are 50 years old dropping a rap. You want to drop a rap song. I don't think Phoebe said anything that the rest of us wouldn't have said. Now, with that being said, once we found out that it's really a persona that Tammy is trying to create to kind of put into her comedy, that's different. But did y'all peep? Tammy actually dropped a song. Tammy actually dropped a song. Go to her Instagram. Tatiana Trill dropped a single. And guess what? I'm buying it because it sounds good. I'm buying it. It sounds good. Tammy was like, Tammy is one of those people I can show you better than I can tell you. And I've known Tammy Roman since the real world. And I wasn't crazy about her on the real world and things of that nature. But one thing I've always said about Tammy, even going back to the real world days, Tammy is I'm gonna show you better than I can tell you kind of person. So when they were laughing at her and talking shit about her becoming a rap star, she was like, okay, got it. Got it. And she didn't drop that damn song. I used to listen to their podcast because I love Kid Fury, but it got too heavy for me once the social media justice started. Yeah, they do. They do get into Crystal more. I think Crystal more so than Kid Fury, but I do think I'm gonna be honest with you. I think for a while they did sort of go left, but I think they're kind of coming back now. I think for a while they and again as you get older, because remember they're still young. I mean, to me, compared to where I am in my life, they're still young. And when they started the podcast, it was all shits and giggles. But I think that as they have evolved and started maturing and developing interest as far as where they're going with their life politically, LGBTQ, getting deeper into social justice. I think it came into the studio a lot more, but it seems like they're kind of circling back to the middle. Go back and listen a little, baby. Go back and listen to a couple of. Well, again, I haven't heard the last couple of episodes, but listen to some of the newer episodes because I agree with you. I agree. I feel like for a while they kind of went really left for a minute. I do. I agree with you, but I feel like they sort of circled back around to the middle. I think. What's up, Mama Six? Hey, beautiful to you too, Mama Six. I love your family. Your family on. Yes, people underestimate Tammy. Your family on social media, Mama Six, you and your family are beautiful. I love y'all. How you doing? I'm gonna have to when I'm in India. Because you're the one that you're in Indianapolis, correct? When I'm in Indianapolis, I'm gonna have to catch up with you. I've been trying to get to Indianapolis because one of my best friends lives there, and I've been trying to get to Indianapolis all summer, and it just ain't worked out. It just ain't worked out. It's one of those situations. Y'all know when y'all in that situation when you had the money, you don't have the time. When you had the time, you don't have the money. That's what I've been running into. When I've had the time to go to Indianapolis, they wanted $300 for a plane ticket. When I've had the money for the plane ticket, I ain't had the time. So I'm still trying to get there. But when I get there, I'm definitely going to hit you up on Instagram. I'm going to hit you up on Instagram. Hey, Harriet, how you doing? Harriet Archer. Well, thank you. Welcome to the room. Welcome. Come on in. Come on in. We just chit-chatting. We ain't really even talked about too much of nothing yet. But I do want to get ready to get into this conversation. Now I don't know if y'all caught Fi Babe's chat earlier today when she was talking about Jay-Z and the NFL, and it was a really good conversation. It was a really, really good conversation. And I actually called in, y'all, and my call was one. I think that was one of the last calls she took. Looked like her daughter woke up and maybe was ready. She had to be mama. People say what they want to say, but anyway, I ain't going down that road, y'all. I ain't going down that road. But yeah. But I also woke up to something. You were listening? Yeah, you were in the room, Shay. You were in the shoot. Shay, super chat, super chat. Were you in the room this morning? Were you in Five Babes Live this morning? I usually see super chat in the chat sometime. Were you in there this morning? We were talking about that. And I thought some people brought up some good points. I thought it was a really healthy debate. Where people one thing here's the thing, y'all. I love to debate. I can debate all day long. You don't have to agree with me. But the only two things I ask when I get into a debate with somebody, it's only two things I ask. One is that you stay educated in your opinion. Excuse me. Stay educated in your opinion. And two, that you keep it above the belt. Like, I hate when people start running out of things to say and they start running out of I guess facts or whatever, for lack of a better word. And so then they just get nasty. So they resort to just calling names and getting nasty. I'm not gonna do that with you. We're not gonna go there. And opinions are great, but if you can't give me something to back it up, or you can't give me a reason why, like, your opinion is your opinion. But if we're debating, I need you to justify your opinion to me. That's what a debate is. And again, we don't have to walk away agreeing. But if everybody brings their opinions to the table, and that's what I feel like was going on with that conversation this morning. I feel like everybody has some valid points, whether you agree with their points or not. People brought some valid points to the table. I think Five Babe did a good job of not. She had her opinions, but she didn't. People who had a different opinion than hers, she didn't make them feel like they couldn't express it or feel like they were wrong for expressing their opinion. I thought it was a really good conversation. Yeah, yep. Go back and look at the replay, super chat. It was good. It was a really good, and it wasn't that long. It wasn't that long. Hey, lovely True Red. Did I already speak? Hey, how you doing? Yeah, and that's what when you're getting into a debate with somebody and they start hitting below the belt, that's really all it is. What it is they don't have nothing else to say. They don't ran out of stuff to say. So it's like, well, that's why you ugly. What? What they gotta do with anything? But that's because they don't ran out of stuff to say. And excuse me. And I thought today was a good example of how you can debate. And now some of the people in the comments was getting a little touchy, but even with that, it's hard to debate with your fingers. And I think that's sometimes what happens in the chat rooms too. Sometimes is people get into the chat room and you're typing, and you get frustrated because you feel like your point might not be getting across. So sometimes the conversations get a little nastier in the chat rooms than I think people want them to be or intended for them to be. But again, great conversation. Our culture is so unique because we're rooted in passion. So when we get loud, people often take it personal, but it's really exactly. And I know for myself, I'm a loud person. I'm just loud, period. I'm a loud person. My father always says, he was like, I can always tell when you're in the house because the sound goes up like 20 decibels. I'm a loud person. And it's funny because I always have to tell my students that, like on the first day of school, I always have to tell my students I am sarcastic and I am loud. Because I've actually had students get upset or get offended and feel like I was yelling at them. And I'm like, so I have to be clear. I am not yelling at you. I might be yelling, but I'm not yelling at you. And it's certainly not out of anger. I'm just loud. I do it here. I'm just loud. Yeah, so I know I'm loud. And I'm sarcastic. I'm sarcastic as hell. And I get it from my mama. My mama is sarcastic. And every time she says stuff, I was like, you wonder why. Like, you wonder why I'm sarcastic. Listen to you. My mother is so sarcastic. And she's so natural with it. Like, it just come out without her even thinking about it. I'm like, did you just hear yourself? Did you hear how sarcastic you are? Like, anyway. So yeah. Yeah, exactly. And I think but you know what, Shay, that's a valid point it is. I think that to a large degree it is a part of our culture. Which okay, so a couple of things, couple of hashtags. I want to kind of come back to the culture for a minute because I do want to talk a little bit about some of the YouTube drama with this whole color situation, but we'll go get to that. Let's get to that last because I think that'll go way left. Let's talk a little bit about this Brian McKnight piece. If y'all seen what's going on with Brian McKnight, okay. So if you haven't seen what's going on, let me tell y'all something. Let me give y'all a little backstory with me and Mr. Brian McKnight. I love Brian McKnight. Now, I don't know that man as a person. Okay, so let me start there. I love me. I will definitely look at the replay. Oh yeah, yeah. I definitely. Hey J Dot 1700, how you doing? Well, welcome. I'm glad you made it. I'm glad you made it. Okay, Ebony, see, Ebony, man, you be on the same page. You done jumped ahead of me. So let me tell y'all the story about Brian McKnight. My very first experience with Brian McKnight, when his first album came out. Um, his first album came out, and he was doing like the little, basically the modern day version of the Chitlin Circuit, because ain't nobody know who the hell Brian McKnight was. Um, what? Sorry. The little Chitlin Circuit, right? And so he was playing at UDC, which is University of the District of Columbia. He was playing here. And I remember, I think somebody invited me to go see him. And I didn't know who a Brian McKnight was from a hole in the wall. Okay. Went to go see it. And when I tell you I fell in love that night, I said, who, what, when, where, and how? And that was like the summer before my freshman year in college, right? So, I had my little this is all connected. I had my little high school boo. No, wait a minute. Was it? Yeah, yes, it was. Yes, it was. Had my little high school boo, went off to college. We broke up on Valentine's Day, y'all. On Valentine's Day, we broke up. When I tell y'all, I had Brian McKnight, that CD on replay for probably about 2 weeks straight. I just listened to Brian McKnight for about. He has a song called "Is This the Way Love Go?" Y'all, that song. Y'all don't know nothing about Brian McKnight. Go back and listen to his first CD. He said that I think the lyrics go. I remember we used to talk on the phone. We used to laugh. Anyway, I done got off. Yeah, okay. And J Dot, you are right. Brian McKnight made a left turn. Let me tell you what happened with Brian McKnight. Okay, let's break down what happened with Brian McKnight. Brian McKnight's first album was all about love. Go back and listen to his first album. It was all about love. Okay. His second album is when him and his wife were breaking up. And if you listen to his second album, it is all about heartbreak. It is all about heartbreak. That's when him and his first wife were. His first album was all about love. Him and his wife was in love, honey. You listen to that second album, that's when they were going through their divorce and they were breaking up. Now, I think they briefly got back together for a minute, but ultimately they divorced. After that divorce, that's when Brian McKnight kind of went left for a while. He was wilding. He was smelling himself. Now he had a little bit of money. He had, people was, kissing his butt. You know what I'm saying? He was Brian McKnight then. And he was wilding a little bit. And then if you notice these last couple of years, he didn't calm down because he done fell in love again. He remarried and he's falling in love again. So if you follow, Brian McKnight is truly a writer artist that you can follow his life based on his lyrics. If you listen to his albums in order, you'll know exactly what was going on in his life. So anyway, you said, yeah, CJ Dot, yeah, right. So yeah, you're right, J Dot. He went left for a minute, but when he went left for a minute, he was wilding. He was living his life because again, he fell in love early. He had kids early. And then when he went through his divorce, and it was, again, y'all listen to his second album. That man was in pain. I don't know if he was right or wrong. I don't know what happened with that marriage, but he was in pain, baby. Came back to the middle. Anyway, so I feel like these although, and correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, because sometimes these older artists end up coming out with independent projects, and I don't always catch them. I don't know if he's come out with an album in the last couple of years, but I could be wrong. Maybe he has. But he's sort of come back to the middle, y'all. Hold on, let me catch up on this and then we will get to that. Okay. Yes, Shay, you do. Go back to but listen to his first two albums. And his son is okay, I'm gonna get to that in a minute. I only like his early stuff. Yeah, I'm kind of more partial to his early stuff. Do I ever cross your mind anytime? I think Anytime is his second album. Yeah, I think that is his second album. One Last Cry was his first album. One Last Cry was his first album, but I think Anytime was the second album. He's got this song on his second album when he's talking about when Lucis. He said, "I'm gonna love you until the sun stops shining." The day, I mean, he talks about how he gonna love this woman until it ain't nothing left in this world to love. I need to find them lyrics because when I tell y'all, he said with Lucis and he's talking about Lucy and Linus and Charlie Brown. He's talking about when we were kids and y'all. I want him to write a book because I really need to know what went down with him and his first wife because baby, whatever he did or she did, it broke him. That thing broke him. I ain't never lying. Okay, but let's come back to today. So today, his sons posted on their social media, when eagles forget how to fly. Yes, Ebony, yes, he said, when eagles forget how to fly, I will love you. Yes, yes. And see, that's the thing about Brian McKnight. See, y'all done got me on a whole nother thing. Brian McKnight is a wordsmith. See, I'm a lyric person. I am a see. Part of the problem with music today is people get caught up on beats and ain't nobody saying shit on the track. But I am a wordsmith. The beat could be hot, but if you ain't saying nothing, I mean, you might get me to bob my head, but if you're not saying nothing, my interest is gonna be gone. But Brian McKnight, if you just listen to the lyrics of a Brian McKnight song, first two albums, baby. Hey, Jacqueline, how you doing, babe? Welcome to the room. Come on in, y'all. Come on in. We talking about Brian McKnight and what went down with what's going on with Brian McKnight and his kids. Okay, so Brian McKnight's sons. You right, Shay? That's it. I remember you. That's it, Dami. I remember you. Y'all just pull up the lyrics to I Remember You. Just pull up the lyrics. I mean, the song is bad. The song is a beautiful song. But just listen to what that man is saying to. And then he's talking to his wife. He's talking to his, well, at that point, his soon to be ex-wife. I don't know if like I said, I'm not sure when he wrote those songs, I'm not sure if they were in the process of breaking up or the divorce was final, but he was breaking up with his first wife. And yes, that's exactly it. I Remember You. That's it. That's it. That's the song. Baby, now that song got me through a whole nother breakup, but that's a whole nother conversation for another day. Anyway, hold on, what to say? Raphael, hey Raphael, how you doing? I'm glad to see you on camera talking about this because I just saw on Instagram. I feel like they're grown adults and they should be okay. So that's what we're talking about. Yep, we done got sidetracked because I love me some Brian McKnight. But we got sidetracked on his lyrics. Okay. Hey Claudia, how you doing, boo? It's my day off, and all I know about the situation was or is, but they're having a CC and Byron situation. No, I don't think they're having a CC Byron situation. Again, from the outside looking in, what it seems to me is, and they even said it to themselves. I mean, if you read their post, if you look at his son's social media, they even say on there that they're basically blaming their father for raising them to be spoiled. That's what they're saying. They're like, how could you turn your back on us? You raised us this way. You raised us this way. And they went on to say how, Brian McKnight has turned their back on them and disowned them, and he's just gotten with his new family and has left them behind and doesn't care about them anymore, whatever. Now, I just looked at Brian McKnight's side of the story. He posted a video on his Instagram. Now, here's the reality. There's three sides to every story, yours, mine, and the truth, right? So I've heard what the sons had to say. Now I'm listening. I've heard what Brian McKnight had to say, and I'm leaning towards Brian McKnight. So what Brian McKnight said was, he said, I love my children, and I've always been a part of their life. He said, I've never missed a child support payment, even though it's not about the money, but I've never missed a child support payment. He said, and I was like, you could see, he worked with his sons. He made music with his sons at one point. His sons were living with him. He said, it got to a point where where I told them it's time for them to become men. It is time for them to become men. He was like, he said, I gave my children everything I didn't have because I thought that's what I was supposed to do. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I would have appreciated having all the best things in life. He was like, his one son had 3 brand new cars before he was 24 or something like that. Like 3 brand new off the lot cars. He said that he told them they had to leave the house and it was time for them to grow up and get jobs and become men. He put them in an apartment where he paid for the apartment for 2 years. He said he paid all of their bills for 2 years so that they could get a job, get on their feet, save some money, do whatever they needed to do. And at the end of those 2 years, I was he said, now mind you, both of them were in their 20s when this went down. It wasn't like they were 10. They were both in their 20s. I think they both dropped out of college, all of that, right? Now his new wife was working at Children's Hospital. And he said that his new wife actually got them jobs at the hospital, making $18 an hour with benefits, and the job will even pay for them to go back to school, which a lot of those types of jobs do. They'll pay for you to go back to school. They didn't take the job because they didn't want to stop smoking weed. And they told him that. They were like, well, we know we're going to have a drug test and we don't want to stop smoking, so we can't really take this job. He was like, that's your business. Like, I'm not going to judge you. If you want to smoke weed, smoke weed. But understand the consequences of you smoking weed. So now it's up to you to go get yourself a job. He said then his last son, one of his sons, I forget which one was which, actually broke into their house and basically vandalized the house, tore up put X's through all the eyes of the wedding pictures to his new wife, and just did a bunch of little childish stuff. Now he said, hey, Vovo to love, I'm with daddy too. Now he also said that his ex-wife, not his ex-wife, his new wife has actually been the one trying to bring them together. He said she's actually the one telling me, no, you can't write your kids off. No, you can't disown them. No, those are still your kids. And they've been basically fighting against her because, of course, in their mind, she's the reason why daddy, the gravy train stopped. And that might be part of the reason why the gravy train stopped. But let's be clear. Y'all were in your 20s. Y'all probably went to the best schools, had all of the opportunities, and you chose not to take advantage of any of them. Warren Buffett said that he wasn't leaving his kids nothing. He said, because I gave them every opportunity to be successful. They went to the best schools. They were introduced to the right people. They were exposed to all of the right circles. So no, I'm not leaving them nothing. It's my money. They got to go make their own. Bill Gates said the same thing. He was like, I'm not leaving my kids this. I'm not leaving them this. They're going to be comfortable, but they're not getting this. And so I don't understand. Yeah, one of his sons is 30. And I don't know if that's the one that broke into his house or not, because again, I forgot who did what. So I don't know if he was one of the ones that broke into the house. But it's the two sons, both of them. And then he said with his daughter, now that one I think is a little shaky. The story about the daughter is a little shaky to me. But he said with his daughter, who was 18 now, he said he got wind that the daughter was having sex with a family member, and that he called social services in the area where they live, and he never heard anything back from social services, but the mother's response was to block him from the daughter. Now, that to me is a little suspect, because if I'm the daddy, I'm on the first thing smoking in Arizona. Don't let me get no phone call that my child is sleeping with a family member. And because if she's 18 now, and this happened a couple of years ago, one, she underage, and two, it's a family member. I'm on the first thing smoking in Arizona. I ain't calling. So social services is what I would do if I heard about it happening. You are the father. Get your ass on the plane and you fly to Arizona and you find out what's going on with your child. And all of that, the mama blocking me, just like you said, you never miss a child support payment, take her to court. She don't have a right to do that. See, I have a problem when people, because they just women, when men and women use the kids as a pawn. If she was blocking you from having contact with your child, then you go down there and you make them, you know what I'm saying? You don't just say, oh, well, I called social services and nothing happened. So on the daughter, Brian, I'm a little shaky with you. It sounds like you and the mama was having some issues, and so the daughter never really got your full participation. Because the first thing out of his mouth when he talked about his daughter was, well, the mother only had her for a paycheck, which was that was a really messed up thing to say. Because if I were a daughter, that's not what I want to hear, regardless of whether it's true or not. That ain't the first thing I want come out my daddy's mouth about me. Oh, well, she was just a paycheck, and I never missed a child support payment. So basically, she was a paycheck, and you paid for me. Like, that's, you know what I'm saying? So on that one, Brian, I can't go with you. But when it comes to them boys, they sound like some spoiled ass entitled brats. Because I feel like the daughter was a product of when he was out there wilding. Because his son is 30 and his other son is like 27, 26. So by the daughter being 18, I feel like the daughter was a product of when he was out there wilding. and him and the mama probably really didn't have no relationship, you know what I'm saying, or at least not a deep one, and the daughter paid for that. Because he was like, she goes to the best schools and she's this and she's that. But if she just turned 18 and this happened a couple of years ago, see, again, I'd have been on the first day smoking in Arizona, and I'd have been in somebody's courtroom, and I'd have been like, it's come to my attention that she is having a nefarious relationship with her first cousin. I've called social services. I've reached out to the mother. They've cut me off, and I'm here. I'm here to take my daughter. I'm here to take my daughter. What's up? But anyway. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's like saying you were a mistake. And that's not what somebody wants to hear. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, Ebony. It's going to be a problem. Girl, Ebony, I'm the same way. Now I got to go and pull out my old Brian McKnight because y'all know I still got CDs. I still got my CDs somewhere. I got to find my CD. I got to go pull out my old Brian McKnight. Let me go look at these comments. That's true, Raphael. Exactly. Exactly. Just because, you know, Brian McKnight spoiled them or whatever, that doesn't mean they had to turn out that way. It sounds like they felt like the gravy train was never going to end. That's what it seemed like to me, that they felt like their father was going to take care of them the rest of their life. And if it sounds like they were disrespecting their stepmother, whether they liked the woman or not, and if he, you know, he was supposed to put his foot down. Those are grown men. Those are not little kids. They were grown when he married this woman. They were grown. And they took their raggedy asses on tour and everything. Yeah, I mean, and that's to say, he did music with them. He said he made one of the songs he made that his son co-wrote, and the other son directed the video. So, I mean, it's not like he didn't try to give them some other avenues, even in music, you know, and I'm sure they're talented because he's so talented. I'm sure they are. And you're not going to sit here and tell me that he didn't try to get them. If he was doing all of this for his kids, you're not going to sit here and tell me he didn't try to get them on in the music industry. But if all they want to do is sit around and smoke weed, then yeah, they are. They're very ungrateful. I wish my daddy had the funds to do it too. Shoot, he could pay my mortgage for 2 years now. I would take it. J. Dot said cocaine is a hell of a drug. Yeah, I'm with Brian too, y'all. They thought they could get on social media and publicly shame. Exactly. Exactly. And I think that's what they thought too. They thought they could publicly shame their father, and their father came with the receipts. Like I said, now the situation with the daughter, I don't know if I'm with you on that one, Brian. But with the sons, I believe, because they even kind of told on themselves in their little post talking about something, you raised us this way. So you kind of told on yourself. Like you kind of let it be known that you are exactly what he's saying y'all are. So in his rebuttal, it sounds like that, yeah. Like, you're not living off my fame, make money the old-fashioned way. Exactly. Some of our young brothers have a sense of entitlement. A lot of this generation, period, has a sense of entitlement. They absolutely do. Yeah, Sean, and that with the daughter, I do. I believe he dropped the ball with the daughter. I believe that. Yes, Ebony. Yes, we be looking for bail money together. Cause like I said, I'd be on the first thing smoking in Arizona. Please, please know that wherever I am on tour, in the studio, whatever. Hey, El Teddy, I didn't expect to see you, boo. Didn't expect to see you, boo, because I know you had a full day. You had to work, and you was out with the boo. Y'all had date night, so I didn't expect to see you, but I'm glad you came through. I'm glad you came through. Is Brian McKnight? I think, yeah, Brian McKnight brother is in I think it's either Take Six or Commission. Teddy, which one is it? But yeah, his brother was in one of those groups. Yeah. Cause I never, y'all, if I could sing, y'all be getting a concert right now. Y'all would be getting a full blown Brian McKnight concert if I could sing right now. Please, I need y'all to know the only thing saving y'all is bad genes. That's the only thing saving y'all is bad genes, because my sister can sing and my brother can sing, but baby, it skipped me. But if I could carry a tune in a bucket, y'all would be getting a full concert right now. Please know that. I've seen him open up for him and do the Star Spangled Banner with him and everything. Yeah. I don't think the way they act is a reflection of him, because like somebody said earlier on in the chat, you can raise your children like we see it all the time. Children that come from a good home, that had great parents, two parents in the household, a middle class, and they end up being criminals or assholes or whatever. So I think parenthood is lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink type situation. And even in the best households where you had the best upbringing and you had the best situation, even in those perfect worlds, you can't control which way your child goes. It's left or right. Not Brian McKnight made me cry, but man, you didn't even have. Look, look. Let me tell you, me and Brian McKnight in a dark room have spent many a night together. Okay, okay, and I don't even mean in a good way. Cause that first album, I told y'all my little high school sweetheart, we broke up on Valentine's Day, my freshman year of college, and that first album got me through that. And then my college sweetheart, who me and him broke up, maybe 2 months after we graduated from college because we both graduated in the same year. It was that second album, yeah, Brian McKnight. Yeah, they were grown ass men. And again, he gave them a transition period. He didn't say, okay, y'all gotta get the fuck out of my house. He said, look, I'm gonna give y'all 2 years to figure this out. So I don't know if they called his bluff and they didn't believe him, but most people don't get that. Most people don't get a 2 year transition period. And I'm sure that the apartment they lived in was a nice ass apartment. I'm sure he didn't move them to the other side of town. I'm sure that they were still driving luxury cars. He said he paid their bills. So that means that there was still money in the bank account. You understand what I'm saying? That means that there was still um food in the refrigerator. I'm sure probably delivery service and maid service. Like I'm sure they were living real good in this 2 year window. But Brian McKnight said he gave them 2 years. And again, and not only just gave them 2 years, gave them a job. Like his wife, the person they hate, gave them a job making $18 an hour for a non-college graduate with benefits and the opportunity to go back to college. That ain't nothing to sneeze at. I don't think that's a bad deal. And you ain't even paying no rent. Y'all tripping. Yeah, it was 2 years. Go back and listen to Brian McKnight's exactly. Let me tell you something. I had 30 days. When I graduated from college, my mama was like, okay, so on your birthday, you won't be on insurance anymore. So you need to go on and find your job that's gonna get you some benefits. I was like, say what? I graduated from college Mother's Day weekend, and I was off my mama's insurance on my birthday, which is July the 2nd. I had a little over a month to find me a job with some benefits, or I wasn't gonna have no insurance. And I didn't. I probably didn't have insurance for probably about a month and a half because I found a job, but a lot of jobs you gotta wait. You got a time period to wait before the insurance kicks in. So I had a real job. Probably when did I get me a real job? I probably started working my real job in like August after I graduated from college because I worked two part-time jobs through the summer. And then I got me a real job. Worked at it's now Nations Bank, but Bank of America. I mean, it's now Bank of America. It was Nations Bank back then. Um, that's when I got that job. I was working in collections, baby, calling people about their car note being behind. That was me. That was me on the phone calling people about their car note. And I had benefits, but the benefits didn't kick in for like another 30 days or something like that. So, I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, most people don't get no 2 year window. You don't get no 2 year transition, especially since one, it sounds like they neither one of them finished college, which I'm sure they had every opportunity to go to whatever college they wanted to go to, because I'm sure they went to one of the best high schools in the country, which means that this is the thing. I'm about to go left now. I'm about to go on a whole nother conversation. Making a C at an exclusive academy, nationally ranked high school is the equivalent of an A in a city school. You understand what I'm saying? So even if they were mediocre students at the school where they were, I'm sure they went to probably one of the best private schools and wherever they were living, LA or wherever they were living at the time. Even if they were mediocre students, they probably still had an opportunity to go to Ivy League. Let's be clear. Let's just go on and put it out there, make a spade a spade. And What that your ass calling back in 1995? What? What I do? That's exactly what they called him when they thought he was joking. I must have missed something. Oh, my mom used to ask me for money when I was a college. Dang, Teddy. Now my mama was gonna come up short with that conversation. Look, when I first got to college, my allowance was $50 a week. My mama was like, when it's gone, it's gone. Don't call me. Don't ask me for nothing. You get $50 a week. So I quickly got a job because that $50 did not last. I quickly got a job. I worked at the shoe store at the mall. Oh, there you go, Shay. She said, I've been taking care of me. Don't they need to stop counting other people's money? Don't they need to stop counting other people's money? And again, my thing is, I would like to think I didn't grow up that way. Clearly, I grew up okay. I mean, I didn't grow up in the hood. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I never want to pretend like I grew up in a different situation than I did, because I feel like that would be disrespectful to my parents to act like they didn't bust their ass to provide a comfortable home for me. So I don't try to pretend like I came from something I didn't come from. However, my parents were not independently wealthy. You know what I mean? Like, they were not. And so I would like to think that if I had grown up in that environment, that I would appreciate it to a certain extent. And we see it all the time. Did y'all see where that kid got a brand new BMW for his birthday and he pushed it into the lake because he wanted the Jag? Did y'all see that shit? See, that's what I'm talking about. It's kids like that. I'd be in jail right now. Do you know what kind of charge I would have caught? I need y'all to know what kind of, and it was somewhere in Europe, because when I saw the picture of the car, I had one of those European license tags, so it was somewhere in Europe. Yeah, he wanted the brand new. He wanted the brand new. He wanted a Jag. They bought him a BMW, and he pushed it into the lake because that's not what he wanted. Oh wow, Raphael. Yeah, and see, that's the thing, Raphael. Some people's situation, you know what I mean? Like, everybody has a story. Everybody has a story, and of course we appreciate things differently based on our childhood and based on our experience. But I think there's some basic things that you can appreciate. I think that no matter how privileged you are or what type of background you come from, I think you recognize the fact that you grew up privileged when you know that you had 3 brand new cars before you were 25. Whatever that, I don't remember the exact age, but I know it was in his 20s. I mean, I think you understand that. You know what I mean? And so, Raphael, that's, again, everybody got a story. I mean, that's a blessing that you left at 20. Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah, he need to be slapped all the way. Here I am driving a 2015 BMW praying for a dream. You know what? My last car I wanted, that's what I wanted with the car that I'm driving now. I wanted, it was supposed to be a BMW. Oh, what happened was, when I say supposed to be a BMW, because I wanted my next car to be a BMW, but I got into an accident. My car got totaled, and I ended up having to buy a car that I wasn't ready to buy a brand new car. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm not ready for a BMW right now. That's what I want. But now I want a Tesla, baby. I want a Tesla now. There you go, Monk Chip. Nobody owes you anything. Now, my parents definitely taught me that. Nobody owes you anything. Anything. Anything that anybody ever does for me, it is appreciated. Even on here, super chats. When people bought stuff off of my wish list for my students, like all of that, it is so appreciated because nobody has to do anything for you. Nobody has to do anything for you. And like I remember I told y'all, I wasn't even gonna ask. James and them was like, girl, put your list up. It's the worst thing that can happen is people don't. But please understand. I was listening to a video today. I told you I got caught up in the YouTube world. I was listening to the video today about Justin J, why him and Adrian Expressions seems like they're not friends anymore. And so, it's all these speculations out there. But one of the things that somebody was saying in the video I was looking at was how Justin J acts like his subscribers are obligated to support his life, his lifestyle. And I just, you hope I did my homework? What homework, Teddy? Oh, look, Ebony, tell Eddie what happened. I mean, tell Eddie. Tell Teddy, as soon as we get off this live, I am watching David Makes Man. As soon as we get off this live, I am watching David Makes Man. Let me say it one more time for the people in the back. As soon as we get off this live, I am watching David Makes Man. Here's what had happened, Teddy. I was going to watch it today. I got sidetracked in them YouTube streets. I did. I'm not even going to front. I'm not going to lie. I got sidetracked watching videos. And then I was on a phone call. I was flirting. I was flirting for a little while. So I got sidetracked. The bae is cooking in the kitchen. He cussing you out. Oh! Tell the bae I'm sorry. He cussing me out because I haven't watched David Makes Man. Well, tell him thank you so much. Tell the bae I said thank you. Yeah, I mean, Justin J is a trip. And again, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I hate hearing content creators beg. I do. That's a part of the YouTube culture I cannot get used to. Now, yes, I post my information. I do. I post my information. But I don't like the, come on, y'all, let me get a super chat. Come on, y'all, let me get a super chat. Come on, y'all, let me get a super chat. Come on, y'all. You know, I can't do it. And there are a couple of content creators where it's just, and it's another, I'm not gonna call no names, but it's another content creator that I stopped watching them. I used to actually watch them, and I stopped watching them because they decided that they were gonna move. And they decided it was their subscribers' job to help them move. And then they did move. And once they moved to where they decided to move to, they still weren't working. And they were still begging. And I was just like, when did that become our job? I work hard. I work hard for my paycheck. And it ain't never enough. Okay. When did it become my job to help you fulfill your dreams? I'm trying to fulfill my dreams. How about that? Editing, it's a lot. It is a lot. It is a lot. Don't get me wrong, y'all. It is a lot to maintain a channel. But some of these people be taking it to another level. Oh, okay. Okay, Cola. I haven't been on YouTube but a couple of years, and I've seen him damn near homeless, if not homeless. Like, yes, and that's the other thing. Like, people make mistakes. So if you screwed up one time and you messed up your money and shit went down, like, it happens. It happens. But yes, humble should be people's first name. And let me tell you something. Monkchip has spoiled me since I've been on YouTube. Monkchip has spoiled me, and I love you for it, baby. I love you for it. Please know it is never unappreciated. But Monkchip be spoiling me, y'all. That's it. Like, exactly, little baby. He acts like it's beneath him to get a job, but he cool with being homeless. What? Huh? And how you always losing your equipment? How you always gotta buy brand new equipment? For real? For real. People be having GoFundMe's every other month. What? That's what we doing now? We just gonna have a bunch of GoFundMe's? That's what we gonna do? That's what we doing now? If you gonna beg, at least get a good Teddy, stop. I almost read that whole thing out loud too. Teddy, stop. Stop it. Yeah, the subbies be doing it. You're right. Because people only do what they're allowed to do. Homeless and yet moving to a nice apartment. And then like the last time he was, well, I ain't gonna say the last time because I don't watch him like that. But I know sometime last year when he was homeless, he said he had been living in a hotel and he was in some sort of government program down in Atlanta that helped him get an apartment and all that. And I'm like, are you serious right now? Like, are you serious right now? Like, you are really taking a slot for somebody who might have kids, who might have come out of an abusive relationship, who might have lost their job, legitimately lost their job and fell on hard times. Like, you're really using resources when you are perfectly able to go ahead and get your ass a day. And then, he went public with his status, so I ain't telling nobody's business. That's all the more reason why you need to have a job with benefits, because you are sick. You need insurance. Like, duh. Anyway. Homeless and yet move. Oh, I already read that one. Hold on, y'all. Let me get caught up because I'm running my mouth. What I noticed is that a lot of YouTubers don't have jobs. They make it seem like YouTube just. And if YouTube go away tomorrow, if you wake up tomorrow and YouTube has been wiped, do you know how many people will be in trouble? Now, me personally, I still got a job. El Teddy got a job. There's people that got jobs, but some of these people, and it's one thing if you are on the status of, I don't know his money, but I'm just going to throw his name out there, of a Funky Dineva who has over 200,000 subs. And every time he drop a video, it's getting thousands and thousands and thousands of views, right? That's consistent. Some of these content creators be having like 10,000 subs and be talking about quitting their job. What? Child, if you don't go sit down somewhere. He did pay for it, so he didn't care. That's it. He didn't pay for none of that equipment, so he didn't care about it going nowhere. He might have sold his equipment. That's valid. Yes, we know. Teddy, what the bae cooking? Tell me what the bae cooking for dinner. Exactly. I do, Ebony. I do too. Because trust me, exactly, Monchip. Get a job. See, that's crazy. So where he's living now, he's still in a government program. Anyway, all right. I'm gonna get off of him because he ain't the only one on YouTube doing it. So I'm gonna get off of that. Little baby. We right there. I know exactly what you're thinking because I'm thinking the same thing. We are right there. I totally blame the individuals who constantly support all that nonsense. Every time they're opening their purses and wallets. Yeah. James Charles has 16 million subs and he doesn't have to work. Yeah, I mean, and the thing is, once you get to a certain level too, you get sponsorships, you get other, like, again, I'll just use Funky Dineva as an example. He's doing a lot of other stuff now outside of YouTube that's bringing him in income as well. So we had James Charles. I mean, yeah, and like a lot of these gamers, because they're making money off of YouTube, but they're also doing tournaments and they're getting sponsorships because they're good gamers. So there are other streams of income outside of YouTube. But I'm saying some of these basic YouTube creators that have average YouTube following, and that's it, their feelings be hurt. What do you make it to? Steak, lobster. What? I want to play. I want to play. Tell the bae I want to play. That sounds really good. That sounds really good. Teddy, you must have been a good boy this week. You done earned yourself a nice little dinner. You must have been a good boy this week. Yeah, little baby. Some of them are making stuff. That's what I'm saying. The bigger YouTubers are making money outside of YouTube. But some of these, like on my level content creators, they ain't making no money outside of YouTube. They might get a few little odds and ends sponsors here and there, but again, not no big money. Got some good wine too? Oh, y'all having a nice little evening. Yeah, you ain't gonna be on here long. As soon as dinner ready, you gonna be gone, and we ain't gonna hear from you till tomorrow. And I ain't mad about it. Yeah, and notice you said that, Dami, off of YouTube alone, meaning he has other sources of income other than YouTube, but he's making $1 million just off of YouTube. But trust and believe he got some other things going on. The bae is shaking his head no, trying to say I ain't been no good boy. Probably haven't. But But babe, you spoiling him. If he ain't been a good boy, you still spoiling him. So he not gonna learn his lesson. Oh, that's so cute. Well, yeah, you're right. That's what El Teddy said. We're gonna stop calling them content creators. We're just gonna start calling them YouTubers. What's up, Felita Williams? How you doing, babe? And we just gonna start calling them YouTube creators. What the hell? Y'all turned on the football game, and the game I want to see ain't the game that's on. The hell kind of what? Where's the game? Hello? Hello? I don't want to see this game. See, they make me mad already. Throw all the food away. Oh, okay. It's a delay. Got it. Okay. I thought to say this is not the game I want to be looking at, but there's a delay because of weather. All right. Okay. 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 What's up, Diva? Hey, Diva Law. How you doing? Yeah. Yeah. It's a monthly check. It's a month. It's a monthly check. And again, you do have the potential to make some decent money. Don't get me wrong, but like the person we talking about, he's got over 200,000 subscribers. What you doing with your money? Anyway, ain't my business. Let me shut up because that ain't my business. I don't want nobody in my paycheck. I ain't trying to be in nobody else's. Anyway. So yeah, okay. So I think most of the room agrees that Brian McKnight's sons is just petty. Now, the other hashtag I had, and we're gonna get back to this whole colorism thing. The other hashtag I had up there, y'all, was about Stevie J. Now, Stevie J posted on his Instagram that he got a new reality show coming out, and it looks like Jocelyn Hernandez and her new boyfriend. It looked like I saw Sierra from Sierra Glam Shop from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. She was in the picture. I saw what's my man name? Y'all know the one. He used to be on Love and Hip Hop. The rapper Benzino. Look, and Akbar V. Yep, and Akbar V. So with Stevie J, you can't take shit seriously. So the question is that a real picture, or he just threw a caption under there because Stevie J? Y'all know you can't take nothing. So I don't know. I'm sure Mona's behind it because all of them were with Mona at one point in time. Remember, Benzino got fired from Love and Hip Hop because of him and Stevie J and Jocelyn Hernandez got into it. And at the time, Stevie J and Jocelyn were the bigger money makers. So Benzino and his little girlfriend, y'all know the chick he ended up having a baby with, they were expendable. But now he ain't with her no more. Probably need a little bit of money. And him and Stevie J are cool again. So you think it's real because of Jocelyn hair? I'm sure it's gonna be on VH1. What else is Mona Scott shows me? Who authorized it? But I noticed who I didn't see in that picture was Faith. I didn't see Faith in that picture. Did y'all see Faith? Maybe I overlooked her. That would definitely be a whole mess. Yeah, Althea, that was her name. And that's the thing. Was this show in the works before this whole custody thing came about? Or is this custody thing a part of the show? Like, because here's the thing. Some stuff y'all can fake. You can fake and make it your storyline. Other things, like court documents, are real. You know what I'm saying? Custody and court documents, that's real. And they've been fighting over Bonnie Bella since damn near the beginning. But I'm wondering, but remember, Jocelyn Hernandez also just got put out of her damn house. She ain't got no money. So I'm wondering if part of this, I'm wondering how much of the custody thing, if this show is real, how much of this custody thing is for the show and how much of it is real. I'm wondering. So I'm lost. What is he doing with these people? Child. Child. Yeah, I mean, people, we know that's what they do. They do it for storylines, y'all. They doing all this crazy stuff for storylines. Who did Marriage Boot Camp? You talking about Althea and Benzino or somebody else? Child, Tia Marie need to go take several seats. That whole fabricated storyline, you're going to get mad at 50 Cent for reposting the video, and the whole video was fake anyway to begin with because it was all for the show. Child, take several seats. Oh, Jocelyn is on the new season of Marriage Boot Camp with her and her new boyfriend. They're on the new season of Marriage Boot Camp. You know what? Yeah, they sign. I'm telling you, I don't know what the fine print is in these contracts. They not reading, because I said that in my last review of Basketball Wives. I was like, whatever fine print that y'all keeping Tammy Roman on Basketball Wives, please let her go. Please release her. Whatever fine print that y'all are using to keep her connected to the show, because she clearly does not want to be there, and she is only doing just enough. She pulling a Marshawn Lynch. She only did so she won't get fined. She clearly doesn't want to be there. She don't bring nothing to the storyline. You know what I mean? So let her go. But she clearly, because she doesn't want to be there. So she is clearly only there to fulfill whatever obligation to whatever contract she signed 20 damn years ago to Mona Scott Young. She's over it. And my thing is, for the people, when they get to that part, let them go. When they get to that point, let them go, because they're no longer, it's just not fun to watch. It's not fun to watch because she ain't even pretending to play. She's not even pretending. So let it go. Let her go. Let her be free. And not only is she over all of the bull, she's over being the butt of everybody's damn joke. And like even now, she don't even film with them women, and they still got her name in their mouth every damn episode. So it's like, it's one thing if there was a rotation, but it's always Tammy. It's always Tammy. So at a certain point, it's like, keep my name out your mouth. But now that's what they're doing. They're doing it to Jennifer now, because Lord, everything is Jennifer's fault. Everything is Jennifer's fault. Everything is Jennifer's fault now. They beyond petty, y'all. They are beyond petty. Hey, Life with Lolo, how you doing? Hey, girl. Well, come on, jump on in. Life with Lolo. That's another content creator, you guys, that we met at the meet and greet. Y'all jump on over and subscribe to Miss Life with Life with Lolo. She does reviews and stuff like that too. Y'all go on and check her out. Check out. She came to the meet and greet. She was really sweet. Oh, that rhyme. Came to the meet and greet and was really sweet. Right. It's like they don't want to let people grow. They don't want to let people grow, you know. And again, like I said, with with life, we all grow and we all oh, no problem, babe. We all grow and we all evolve. You know what I mean? And so at a certain point, it's like, I can't do this anymore. And when Tammy at a point, I mean, Tammy's at a point where she don't even film. If Evelyn is in the room, she ain't gonna be there. So it's like, why y'all making her be here? Why y'all making her show up? No, Basketball Wives is Shawnee's show. That's Shawnee. Exactly. So is Jackie Christie, but we saw Jackie Christie showed her ass this week. I don't know. I guess Jackie Christie wasn't getting enough camera time, because she sure showed her ass this week. Yeah, and again, I mean, for somebody like myself, I'm a viewer. Of course, I want to see the mess. That's why I'm here. I don't disagree, Teddy. I don't disagree. I definitely feel like that there needs to be some revamping, um, because it's the same old people. There's only but so much you're gonna bring us. You know, it's only but so much that you can give us every year. If you wanted to be drama, now you can give us people's real life and what they got going on in their real life. But when people ain't jumping off of ceilings and throwing purses, then everybody say, "Oh, it's boring." So it's like, what do you want from me? Like at a certain point, I can't. I'm done. Like I've moved on and I've gotten married or I've opened businesses, and I can't be on TV acting a whole damn fool and then go into a boardroom next week and try to broker a deal. Like I can't do both. And you're not paying me enough to sacrifice my money at this point. Yeah, J Dot. What's the next song, J Dot? What is the next song. Look, look. That's silver and gold. Mm. Whew, okay. Whew. Yes. Like this last episode of Basketball Wives, that was so elementary school. That was so, it was so basic. It was so basic. And I'm like, we really get that's what we going to sit here and argue about? Really? That's what we doing now? Oh, it was so basic. It was so basic. Oh. Y'all, if y'all are familiar with some of the YouTube drama that's been going on, especially with James Colwell and Heidi Snowfly, y'all click on J Dot right now and go back after this live is over. We're gonna get off this live in a few minutes, but go back after this live is over and listen to. All right, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. Hey, Miss Benita, how you doing, baby? Mm, 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 mm. I'm so sorry, y'all. I can't stop laughing. I can't stop laughing. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm trying to. Okay, I'm trying to stop. I can't stop laughing. Oh my gosh, y'all, what am I eat for dinner? What am I eat for dinner? I do not feel like leaving the house at this point in my life. But I swear I don't have nothing. I'm at the point. You know how you at a point that you need to go grocery shopping that you just don't have nothing that match. Like I got eggs. I ain't got nothing to go with them. I got milk. I don't have enough cereal to make a bowl of cereal. Like I got shit that just don't match. Um, I need to go grocery shopping. I damn sure going grocery shopping tonight. I really don't want to have nothing delivered because I live in the boonies. Well, I don't live in the boonies, but I don't have like Uber Eats and stuff. So I would have to actually get in my car and go somewhere. And I've been eating a lot of junk food because I'm getting ready. I think mentally I'm getting myself ready because I'm about to get back on my regimen. I'm about to start going back to the gym. I'm about to stop drinking sodas. I've been tearing sodas up this summer. I've been tearing sodas up this summer. I'm about to drop back off my sodas. You know, just get back on my regimen and do some things right. Because this summer I just went ham. I ate whatever the fuck I wanted to eat, when and how I wanted to eat it. So I had nothing in the house because I really haven't gone grocery shopping. I've only gone grocery shopping one time since I went to Florida, and that was what, 3 weeks ago. So I don't have nothing in my refrigerator that match, y'all. Stop laughing. I have stuff in the freezer, but I don't feel like. Hey, Shelby. But I don't feel like. Oh, I do have a frozen pizza in there. That won't take too long. The pizza won't take too long. I think that's what I'm gonna eat for dinner. Is the pizza. I had stopped drinking. Hey, Regina, I didn't even see you come in here, girl. I had stopped drinking sodas. I do need to. I could do that. J Dot. I could do that. Um, and that's the thing, little baby. Once you stop, I had stopped drinking sodas until I got sick. A lot of y'all know I got sick a few years ago. Until I got sick, and I started drinking soda again because I was on so much medicine. My mouth was always had that nasty taste in it. I was taking so many pills, that nasty taste in it. So I started drinking soda because I just needed something to camouflage that taste. And honey, I done got back on sodas. But I don't drink sodas a lot. Like very seldom do I drink a soda. But this summer, I've been tearing sodas up. About the last month and a half, I've been tearing sodas up. Part of me drinking so many sodas, when I had my little get together for my birthday, people left sodas here. I had like 3 cases of soda here. And I should have just gave them away. But I didn't. thought about. I had some. I think I'm gonna put this pizza in. I got this little frozen pizza, and it don't take that long. And it's actually a healthy choice because it's cauliflower. It's a cauliflower crust and it's cheese pizza. It's actually not a bad choice. That's what I do, Teddy. I get the Crystal Light packs and I put those in my water and I'm fine. That's what I don't miss soda. I've just been drinking soda. And again, once it's just like anything else, once you start, because that sugar is addictive. And I do like those ginger ales, but I gotta come up off of them. I gotta come up off of them. That's not good either, Dommy. Those energy drinks ain't good. Who y'all talking about doesn't serve a purpose? Who we talking about now? Hold on, I gotta go back up. I lost y'all somewhere. She's there because of her father-in-law. Oh, okay. Who father-in-law? Who father-in-law hooking him up with a job? Hold on, I missed it. I done missed it now. Who father-in-law y'all talking about? Right. Peanut butter, no jelly, ham, no burger. Yep. That's pretty much what my kitchen look like right about now, y'all. Y'all. That damn J-Dot still got me laughing. Oh, Jackie not planning for her next wedding. Y'all also notice Jackie Christie ain't planning for her next wedding. Did y'all also notice that Jackie Christie done downgraded? Ain't nobody said nothing about that. She living in that damn small ass apartment. Ain't nobody said nothing about her in that small ass apartment this season. Did y'all peep that? Yeah, that blackberry Canada Dry ain't nothing to be played with. You can't tell it's cauliflower. You really can't. A friend of mine, hey, what's up, Patty Duke? A friend of mine came over here about a month and a half ago, 2 months ago, whatever. And I was getting ready to put one in the oven. And he had been talking to me about how he hate cauliflower. And he don't want no cauliflower crust. And cauliflower this and he was nasty, this, that, and the other. And he came in and he was like, I said, you want some pizza? He was like, yeah. I ain't say nothing. I cooked the pizza. I cut it up. I gave him 2 slices. I waited till he was done eating them. I said, how you like that pizza? He was like, oh, it was pretty good. I said, that was cauliflower crust. For real? That wasn't that bad. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. If nobody says some stuff, the healthy option, I can tell the difference. Some stuff I can tell the difference. But other things I can't. And when I can't tell the difference, I'm good with it. Well, see, now let me be honest with you, Dommy. That ain't never my goal. My goal is never to give up meat. And you can take that however you want it. I ain't never giving up meat. Now, I don't eat a lot of beef. I eat mostly chicken and seafood, but I ain't never giving up meat. That is, let me say never. I never want to give up meat. Let me say that. I mean, if the doctor say you got to do it or die, that's another conversation. But I don't never want to give up no meat. Oh, Jackie and Doug aren't together anymore? I didn't know that. Doug has been missing this season. I think the only time we saw Doug was a scene. It was like a flashback scene between Doug, Jackie, Tammy, and Reggie. They had gone out to dinner. Oh. Oh, tell Bay thank you. And tell Bay that when I come down there to well, no, you don't live in San Antonio. When I come down there, I want some of that lobster. I'm about to end it now though. I'm about to get off of here in a few minutes though. Oh, okay. That's an interesting way to do it. You shred the cauliflower up. And let me tell you what I've been doing with my air fryer. I've been doing a lot of what they call it? Um tempura. I've been doing a lot of vegetable tempura. And I've been doing a lot of cauliflower tempura, and it is so good. Oh, you're asking about Doug and Chris. I don't know if they're together or not. I'm dropping my information because there's a lot of new people in here. So there's my social media, you guys. Hold on a second. I'm going to get off of here, but hold on. Let me turn my oven on because I'm about to cook that. That's exactly what I'm about to do. I'm about to cook that pizza. Let me turn my oven on. Hold on, y'all. All right, I'm gonna preheat my oven, so I'm gonna get off this live when my oven beep, when the preheat's over. So go ahead, Teddy. Tell Bay I said have a good evening. You go ahead, because I'm probably be about another 10 minutes. Well, however long it take my oven to warm up. Um, um, chicken and broccoli tempura. Hmm. Hmm. Teddy, you go on and enjoy your dinner. Tell Bay thank you so much. I appreciate him. I appreciate that he enjoys my reviews. Tell him, mwah, 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 mwah. Give him some kisses for me. But when the kisses are coming from me, you kiss him on his cheek. Don't kiss him in other places, Teddy, with your nasty ass. There you go. I do it in the I drop it in some breadcrumbs and I put it right in the air fryer for a few minutes, like 15 minutes, and it's so good. It's so good. And it's a nice to say with a real nice snack. And again, this one I was really on my kick, which I'm about to get back on it. Zucchini and cauliflower or broccoli or whatever, I would put it in there, and that would be a nice little snack. I would sit right here and eat them zucchini. I would try to cut them as thin as I can, and they almost come out like chips, like zucchini chips. And I would make me one zucchini, a good sized zucchini. You cut it up, cook it for about 15 minutes in the air fryer, and you sit here and it's a nice little snack, and it's filling. It's like eating a bag of chips. It's so good, y'all. It's so good. I'm sorry. Did I make you want to order pizza? My bad. I'm sorry. Ooh. Okay, Claudia. Okay. All right. Yes, El Teddy. I have to be specific with you. Cause see, you'll come on and do your live tomorrow and start talking about all the places that you was kissing on Bay because really bitch told you to do it. And I ain't say it. But I ain't mad at you. I ain't mad at you. Garlic Parmesan sauce. Yeah, I prefer, you know what? I prefer the white sauce over the red sauce for different things. Yeah, I prefer white sauce over red sauce. Oh, on your pizza. I've had it on my pizza before. Fried broccoli is good. I've had fried broccoli. Yes, honey. Fried zucchini. Ain't nothing to be played with. I'm telling you. And see, I used to fry it on my stove. But when I got my air fryer, I started frying it in the air fryer. Honey, ain't nothing to be played with. And again, it's a good, healthy snack. Because see, for me, I'm a I'm a snacker, but I'm a lazy snacker. Meaning, like y'all just saw, I'm not getting ready to get in my car and drive nowhere. Hungry as I am right now, I was like, as much as I don't have in there to eat, I'm about to find something in there to eat because I don't feel like going nowhere. So if I don't buy chips and cake and all that stuff, if I don't buy it and bring it into the house, I'm not going to go get it. But if it's here when I go grocery shopping, if I go pick it up, it's a wrap. Kale chips are good too. Now I haven't tried to make kale chips, but I might try that tomorrow. I might go buy me some kale tomorrow. Because I think I'm gonna go buy some kale anyway. Because like I said, I got chicken in the refrigerator. I got things that I just need some vegetables. I didn't have any vegetables. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try me some kale chips. I like banana chips. Now I know a lot of people can't tell the difference between bananas and plantains, but I can. I prefer banana over plantain, but I do like banana chips. I love banana. I love bananas. Period. I love banana. Love banana. That's the other thing I'm buying tomorrow because I want to make a smoothie. I have to buy kale. I'm gonna buy bananas. I got pineapple in there already. Um, and already have almond milk because I'm gonna make me a smoothie tomorrow too. Girl, Raphael, get off them energy drinks. Them energy drinks, they not good and they full of sugar. Ooh, almond flour. Now I have never cooked with almond flour. I have never cooked with almond flours. Did we talk about all the hashtags? Stevie J, Brian McKnight. What's the other hashtag, y'all? Hold on. I don't even know what the other hashtag is. Because I try to do three. I try to do three hashtags. What's the third? What is it? No, I got sidetracked. Y'all know my ADD. Oh, the Philly streets. Because y'all heard about that shootout up there in Philly. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So y'all heard about that shootout up there in Philly. Okay, so here's the thing, y'all. Let me tell y'all something about Philly. My brother lived in Philly. He's from DC, born and raised, but he moved to Philly and he ended up marrying his wife was from Philly and she her family, Philly a different breed of folk. Okay, let me just be clear. So from my understanding, y'all correct me if I'm wrong. That's your hometown, like what? So you know what I'm talking about. Y'all different up there in Philly. I ain't lying on you. I ain't lying on you. So they had the shootout up in Philly with the guy with the police, and from my understanding, the police showed up to present him with a warrant. Right? They showed up to present him with a warrant, and I guess whatever they were there to take him, whatever he did or did not do, he thought it was better to resist the police by holding them hostage and shoot at them and everything else than to just deal with whatever the warrant was for. I don't know. But they had a nerve to have a flyer. They posted a flyer because they were having a march because they talking about he's being wrongly persecuted because he just exercising his constitutional rights to have a gun and what? You don't get to shoot at the police when they showed up to present you with a warrant. You don't get to show up. You don't get to do that. So they too crunchy for you. Yes, he shot 6 cops, and they want to have a march for him, y'all. They want to march for injustice. See, that's what I'm talking about. I'm about to make this a black thing. This what I'm talking about, black folk. We will rally and protest for the wrongest shit. Okay, they were really mad. First of all, they had misspellings in the flyer. Let me be clear. They had misspellings in the flyer. But even taking that exactly the wrongest shit. The wrongest shit. But y'all really think y'all got a case? Y'all really think that the police are wrong? Now again, I don't cut the police a whole lot of slack when it comes to some things. I mean, overall, the police still do a job, and most police officers are not crooked and dirty and all that. But let's be clear. I don't cut the police a whole lot of slack. But from what I understand, he showed up. They showed up to present that man with a warrant, which means that at the very least, he's already under suspicion of another crime. Now, just because they got a warrant for your arrest don't mean you're guilty. But he, at the very least, is under suspicion for another crime. They show up to present you with the warrant, and you decide it's a good idea to just shoot at him and hold him hostage. And the community want to march. I want to know how many people showed up for that march. What is the march? I saw the flyer on Mikhail from the Kevin and Mikhail show from the Scorpion show. He posted it on his Instagram, y'all. I want to see when is the march. Let me see when is March, y'all. I mean, when is the march? Honey. And Mikhail didn't post it like he was supporting it. He posted it like this bullshit right here. Oh, hold on, y'all. I'm on the wrong Instagram. Hold on. No, I'm not. I'm in the right Instagram. What is his Instagram name? Shoot. Damn. Hold on, let me go. Oh, I'm in YouTube. Duh. That's why I'm not on Instagram at all. I'm on YouTube. All right, hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find it. Here it is, right here, y'all. I'm gonna read y'all the flyer. Ebony, you saw it because you like this, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Free Maurice Hill. Africans have the right to armed self-defense. Defend African resistance. The state is there, spelled wrong, criminal. March starts at 6 p.m. Germantown and Lay Street, and I know exactly where that is. March on Broad Street, Friday, August the 16th. So this was yesterday at 6 p.m. The Black community should be met with resistance. So it's in small print. I couldn't read the whole thing. Y'all. Bye, lovely boo. We about to get off here in a minute. I wanted to hit this last hashtag. Right. That's what we doing now, Shay. So you shot 6 police officers. Thank God none of them died, but you shot 6. Let's see, that's my thing. I'm about to put my food in and go to bed. I said go to bed. Eat my food. You shot 6 police officers. And they having a rally for you? Yeah. We gotta do better. We gotta do better. Oh, anyway, y'all, let me get off of here. Before I go, I want to thank everybody for coming through. Y'all, when we get off of here, I want everybody to, what is we gonna do? Exactly. I want everybody to make sure, if you are not subscribed to El Teddy, subscribe to El Teddy. Ebony Cosby. Life with Lolo. Check out J Dot. Check out that's his latest hit on these YouTube streets. If there's anybody else in here that is a content creator that I missed, I apologize. Charge it to my head and not my heart. But let me know so I'll get you next time. Thank y'all for coming through. Appreciate everybody in the conversation. I've enjoyed y'all as always. And let me get on here and get me my food. So the warrant was for failure to pay child support. So he ain't taking care of his kids, but we supposed to rally him. We supposed to have a rally for him, but he ain't taking care of his kids. Child, bye. Boy, bye. Anyway, y'all, I'm out. We've been on here almost 2 hours. Y'all, everybody have a good evening. And I might come on tomorrow. Hell, why not? I don't think I'm gonna be doing nothing tomorrow. I might come back on here tomorrow if I got something to talk about. I'll pop my head in. Whoo! Oh, you don't know what the one was for. Oh, okay. Whoo, Lord. All right, y'all. I'm gonna try to get some more information. We'll talk a little bit more about the Philly thing if I can find some more information. Because maybe I will find out what that warrant was for. Again, not that it's a justification, but who knows. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.